Hello, everybody. It's been a while. We'll see if anybody joins in since I haven't been doing a live because of my move for a while. And I didn't give anybody much notice because I just got my internet up. I am waiting to see if I'm going to get hello. We've got one person watching. Who's watching? I'm just decided to go live because I just got my internet up and running. Hello, Krista. How are you? Hello, Karen Danielle. I didn't give you ladies much time, much notice because I just got my internet up in the new place, and I'm going to go watch my grandsons in a little bit. So I wanted to go live and let's post some cards and get an update. I'm waiting. How are you ladies doing? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Because I know, hey, nice to see you too, sweetie. Nice to see you all. Now that I'm settled, I'm going to really do the best I can to be on almost daily doing lives. We won't be able to do tarot every day because, thank you, Corinne, because, okay, good. We won't be able to do tarot every day because there's just not enough to work with tarot. But I did want to pull some cards to see if there's any more updates. I'm actually waiting for the RCMP to call me back, and I wanted to just give everybody an update. I have spoken to the RCMP. I did call in my vision on May 8th. It took until, I guess it was last week, early last week maybe, for the corporal to call me back. I gave my statement. I forgot about my second vision, which I validated on my last link, called him back with that. And also he took, and I texted him the pinned location that I found. I have just called before jumping on here like 20 minutes ago, the RCMP. I have a cell number, but I don't want to be disrespectful and I do not want to abuse that privilege. So I've called the office specifically asking if they can give me an update on that location, on whether or not they've been able to yet search the location that I've given them, the pinned location. So I am supposedly getting an update a call back, because I asked her, I need to know if I should continue working on this case for you, where are we at, kind of thing. So I am expecting a call back. So in the meantime, I thought we would pull some cards and see, and I am going to do a members live tomorrow. I just didn't have time today because it's 3:06 now. But I will be doing a members live tomorrow. So we will start our 30 days of activities to develop our intuition and our psychic abilities for the members tomorrow. But I wanted to just pull some cards first. Y'all, pull some cards first to see if there's any new information. I'm sorry, I'm not totally set up yet. How's everybody doing, by the way? The world is crazy right now. Like the riots, is everybody safe? Is everybody doing well? Yeah, Krista, he seemed quite interested in my information. And I heard a little bit of Bill Horn Betty saying they took their information down. I can't I know things are insane. It's just wild energy. I can't specify or say whether or not that's accurate, that Betty's reporting, because I haven't visited their site. I don't normally function that way, so I don't know really and truly what was put up there. Good. I'm glad you're both doing well. Hello, Debbie. You're welcome. So I don't know whether their site has, been updated or not, but anyways, I hope that they have looked. I feel better, Karen Danielle. Honestly, I am beyond exhausted though. I am beyond exhausted. I had to stretch my hips out for 2 hours last night, and I could barely walk because I had to do so many stairs, lifting the boxes up and down. Anyway, I'm tired. So tomorrow I'll even be better rested than I am today, because today I'm like couch potato, like sore and not great, but tomorrow I'll even be better. Moving is absolute HELL, and I hate it, but it's done. And well, for the most part, I say for the most part, this was a really big move. I still have stuff at the other place that have to be given away, sold, taken to the dump. But for the most part, like, most of it's here. I have a little bit more in the kitchen and a little bit more in the closet. So we're not done, but yeah, the most of it's done. So let's just see. Hopefully I don't get a call while we're on here back from this corporal. But yeah, they have been taking my information quite seriously. Asked me to keep calling for information, wanted the pin location. In fact, I because I'm so accustomed to not being taken seriously, I said, how about I give you some of my feelings and visions about what's going on, so that if I give you some information that I have that's not on the news, that maybe you'll maybe you'll see that I'm, got some abilities that I'm tapping into. And so I gave him some information, and he's like, yeah, I'd like your pinned location, please. So, I mean, I don't really know if that means I've substantiated some stuff or not, but he took the pin location. The other thing is, and then I texted it to him, and he confirmed having received it. But the other thing that's really interesting is that some of the things that I had said when I reported May 8th are now sort of coming out. So we'll see. We'll see. That I heard that there was an argument and a confrontation that went on within the family on site there before they went missing. I have told them that on May 8th. So let's just do a quick energy update. And if I get a response back and I get a call back, we will update on that. I have a feeling this case is going to be wrapped up, and we're going to hear something soon, though. So let's just ask the cards quickly today. And then I'll do a longer live tomorrow. I promised I'd be live today, and I don't want to not show up. So let's see. Okay, what, if any, new information are the police looking at? No worries, Krista. I understand. I didn't give anybody much warning, and I'm earlier than I would normally go live. Okay. Okay, so that's the yes card. So they absolutely have new evidence about some backstabbing and betrayal, because there's the 10 of Swords. Backstabbing and betrayal. Okay, give me some clarifiers on that, please. Give me some clarifiers on the Empress. This came out. Backstabbing and betrayal. Okay, the moon is flipped over. Let's just see if it flips over again. Backstabbing and betrayal. I got the 8 of Swords and the Stars. Something's coming to light. Something is coming to light. Got 2 stressed out cards and 2 shining a light on things. Okay, who is this regarding, and what's this regarding, please? So there is some new information that the police have. What is this regarding? Somebody trying to walk away, somebody being offered something, somebody bored, somebody trying to walk away. This is usually somebody discontent, bored, being offered a deal. This is also being offered a plea deal. Is somebody being offered the opportunity to speak first? Oh, what? Give me more on this. Give me more on this, please. Because I just think the investigation's taking on a different energy. Okay. They have been looking for those kids since May 2nd. It's June 10th, Tuesday, June 10th, 3:13 p.m. I personally think, I don't know the area there, but I think a dog by now would have picked up something. What do you think? If those bodies of those children were out there, there would be birds, there would be animals, there would be some carcass, there would be something by now, you would think. But okay, I want more on this. What the police have, this 4 cups, please. What do the police have? More on this 4 cups, please. About a young male energy. Young male energy. Young male energy. Justice. And a young male energy and somebody from his childhood. Ooh. An unexpected tower that came out in reverse. Somebody Daniel knows? Somebody Daniel knows. Are they on? I'm just going to see if I can get validation for this. Is this validating? I got goosebumps. That they're following a lead on, I feel like this is, I got goosebumps. Are they following a lead about a childhood friend of Daniel's? Are they following a lead? Somebody said, the people that take the time to comment that I delete are just wild. Well, it's pretty obvious you're moving the pendulum. I don't effing move the pendulum. Okay? I don't move the pendulum. So, oh, God help us. Okay. So, are they on, are they following a childhood connection? Somebody that Daniel knows from childhood? Yes or no, not to the benefit of my ego. Wow, that's moving pretty quickly. Is my name Bob? No. Are they following the lead of a childhood friend of Daniel's? Interesting, because I gave them that information. Okay. In fact, I gave them who the person is that I think is behind this. Give me more on this. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, the family business. The family business. Somebody that works for somebody in the family. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get another couple of cards here. What else do the police know? I'm going to get a different deck. Sorry about the format. I'm just got my internet, wanted to jump on, and didn't have a chance to get set up or anything entirely yet. But yeah, let's see. Let's get some of these cards from the Reckoning. Truth. They are working towards the truth. They are now have the truth. I think maybe they now have the truth. Friend. Oh no. There was a distraction. Okay. A distraction going on. Uh-oh. I didn't see this one fell out. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So we've got death, friend, distraction, and truth. So they now know something that they didn't know before, which is a new truth. A friend of the family that goes way back, because this is the family legacy card, family business, etc. Somebody who works for the family, a friend of the family, and a distraction. Okay, I need clarifiers on that, please. What's this distraction about? What is this distraction about? Hey, Chris, how are you? I'm going to be back tomorrow. I just came on quickly today because I just got my internet back up. If you're just coming in, I'll just update you. I'm waiting for the RCMP to call me back to see if they have searched the location I gave them, pinned location I gave them last week. Whether or not I should keep working on this case. So, okay. So Bullhorn Betty has said that I'm off work for the week. Doing good now that I'm off work. Oh, good. Good stuff. Enjoy your week. Bullhorn has said that they have taken stuff down off their site. I don't know. I can't speak to that. I don't know because I've never went up there. I don't know if they've been there yet, but I know they were looking at this weekend again at locations. And I know that he took my pin location very seriously. I texted him the images of the pin's location with all the coordinates, and he confirmed through text that he got it back, that he got it. So I know he has it. Whether or not they've done anything yet to search that location, and whether or not the person leading the case is taking it seriously, I don't know. That I know the corporal I spoke to seems to be interested in the location, but there's a whole team working. He's not high up on the he's not working. He's not the high up of the hierarchy, you know? Okay, so let's see. What is this? What was the card I wanted? Distraction about. Give me more about this distraction. The male, young male distracting. Young male's distraction. Okay. Young males distracting justice. Here we go again. You watched me. Tried to walk away. The stars. The stars is about finding the truth. It can be about healing. It can be about the truth. It can be about the limelight. It can be about being seen, being heard. So why is Daniel wanting to be on camera? And they notice he's not been making statements lately. I feel like this may have something to do with it. What is the star about here? So we've got young energy trying to get ahead of justice, on camera, trying to walk away from something. Okay, there's going to be a judgment. Somebody was a fool. There's going to be a judgment. There's going to be a decision. So this case is beyond strange. Well, here's the thing. Okay. So there is some sort of a decision or judgment that's going to be rendered. Okay. So I think the police are in the background about to make some moves. That's what the cards are saying. Okay. I also just want to say, you know, this is not a criticism. It's just a reflection of some of the things that Betty was saying, Betty. And that's only because she flashed across my screen. And I saw some different comments about everybody's going after Malaya. I get that. I understand her behavior looks odd. I get that she's left the property, gone MIA, apparently is in hiding. Okay. I get that that looks scary. And Betty was rationalizing it a day or so ago. I can't remember. Like, she's saying she has no reason to have done this. Why the 2 kids and not the 3? Okay, think about that. Why the 2 kids? If it was Malaya who needed to save her children from a scary situation, why 2, not all 3? Okay? It doesn't make sense. If it's Daniel that wanted to rescue his child from Malaya, why the 2 that aren't his and not the one that is? Okay, so I'm trying to give a different perspective on it and a way to think about it, because I know other people are logically trying to get to, well, why would she be running away if she's not guilty? Well, in my readings, if she was threatened and is afraid for her life because of what maybe Daniel's mom or family have done with Lilly and Jack, I'd be afraid too. And I would probably run and hide as well. Just think of that. Okay. It doesn't make sense that Daniel did it directly. Why would he go after Lilly and Jack and not Maddow? Like, there's 2 kids that are missing. What's the common denominator for those 2 kids? Malaya, bio dad, who, it's nothing to do with them apparently. Like, that's a whole other conversation. Like, well, when Daniel came into their life, he just stopped having contact. Wow, you're father of the year. Let's just say that. Not. It's just like these poor kids sound like they've got a very, very short, if any, true support system. So this is why I'm focused on Daniel's mother, who had incentivized, who was incented, who was motivated to take 2 kids off the property and not all 3. Unless it's a random, they were outside, they were spotted by a criminal element and then taken up randomly, then yeah, the 2 kids that were outside. My sense is that this person knows the family, though. My sense is it's Daniel's mother that is behind this. This is what I'm getting. This is what I've told the RCMP. And that makes more sense as to why those 2 would be gone, but not Meadow. What do you think? It makes absolutely no sense for Malaya, if she wanted to protect the kids herself and take them to the reserve, then why wouldn't she just up and disappear with the kids herself? Like, the 3 of them just MIA. She tried to get Meadow in apparently, and she wasn't able to. So I don't think she would have left Meadow in favor of Jack and Lilly. That to me doesn't seem to make sense, especially if we take into consideration, assuming it's true, that she was favoring Meadow over Jack and Lilly. Okay. So it just something is that's why I honestly don't feel that they are directly involved, but there's some guilty knowledge over some situation going on in the family that they're linked to. That's just my opinion. Well, this is it. Why wouldn't she have, if she was upset with Daniel, then why was Meadow? Like, it doesn't make sense for her to take 2 and not 3 children. It just doesn't, to hide or, conceal 2 or not 3 children. It makes no sense. And the fact that she left him so quickly, think about that. She left him so quickly. Why? Okay? She blocked him, she left him, and she stayed out of the media. If you listen to Deceptive Detective, right, he says, which I like what he says, that the person that is innocent is often more likely accusatory towards the other person or parent. Like, you just don't assume the other parent's innocent. You've got a missing child. A normal person is going to suspect the other parent. Most people, even though you don't want to think about it, you're going to go, well, sugar, could my partner be involved in this? Like, that's a normal behavior. So to me, the fact that she's calling Daniel out on it, I think is actually bodes in her favor. You know, she has knowledge, which I've told the police, in my opinion, over Daniel's family's involvement in some way, shape, or form, which is why she is hiding. She's afraid. They've taken her 2 children. This is just my opinion. Hey, T. Jessica, we're getting there, sweetie. I just got internet, and so I'm streaming very unannounced, very little warning. I will be back. We're going to do a members live tomorrow, and I will be streaming tomorrow again on Lilly and Jack, but I am waiting for the RCMP to call me back because I did give them a pinned location that I texted to the officer that I spoke with more than once now. I have his cell phone number, but I am trying not to abuse that. And I've been respectful. And so I've contacted the detachment asking for him to call me, as I just don't want to text. I don't know if he's on duty today or whatever. I just don't want to abuse that situation. I'm trying to be respectful. asking him to call me back so I can find out whether they've checked the pinned location I've given him or not. So if I get updates on that, I'll let you know. But I think in my opinion, there's just no way those kids could still be out there and they haven't found them. I mean, I'll eat my own words and apologize if I'm wrong, but you've got to have carcasses that are pretty well decayed now. And there would be ravens and vultures and animals just eaten, and there would be birds flying, and you'd have carcass that wolves and coyotes and bears are eating. And I think thank you, Chris. Thank you. And I think they would have been found by now, just my opinion. Because if you've got two deceased children hiding in the bush, you can be sure some animal will have been found them and been eating at them by now, which is sad to say, but the truth, which the dogs would have been able to pick up by now. Like there's no way. So why did the RCMP, according to Bullhorn Betty, take everything off their website? I don't know, because I didn't see it before, but apparently all of their public statements have been taken down, because I think they've come to the conclusion that they maybe assessed this incorrectly at the beginning. This was not the kids just walking out the back door. This is not the case of the kids just getting lost in the bush, in my opinion. So, does anybody have any questions? Again, this is going to be a really short live. I just got a text. My son-in-law's on his way over to help me with the washer. And so I'm going to have to interrupt this in a minute. I didn't know he was coming now. So anyway, yeah, you think that they're about to pounce and make an arrest. Yeah. So it sounds like they might be making a plea deal or something with one of them, or trying to get one of them to confess, because there's no way these kids left and walked out the back like they're saying, unless some kidnapper was in the neighborhood and just happened to fall upon them in the backyard of a wooded lot. It just it seems kind of strange. It seems kind of unlikely. The odds seem pretty low. I feel the father was controlling and DV happened with her and the kids. She got away. That's what I said that's what I think's happened. Okay. Everybody's like, no, he's like, I can hear people in other chats, like not everybody, but the family or somebody came in. I can't even remember which channel it was. I think it's oh my God. They follow me. I can't remember their name. Crime Time Buzz, or not Crime Time Buzz. The other Crime Time one, where they've been doing, it's a Crime and Shame, I think, maybe, where they've had interviews in from the family members. Oh, thank you, Karen Danielle. Thank you. Suggesting that he is really calm and has never lost his temper. Well, that's not what I'm getting. I think that relationship was already fraught. And I think Malaya was trying to get out from under that mother's thumb. And I think that's why her decision to cut him off the next day came quite quickly and easily, because I think she was already losing interest in being there and already wanted to move away from that relationship and the mother. And I think there's been a history of her not feeling safe in that house. That's just my sense. When I saw him speak, like he's like reckless and hide, in my opinion, soft, gentle when needed, mean otherwise. Well, people can, hey, Whispering Winds, people can, how are you, Donna? Very toxic environment for those poor babies. Yes. And people can flip, right? People can be Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, my dad was like that. So especially if they are drug or alcohol users, that can be very Jekyll and Hyde like behavior. So I think if I was Malaya living in that environment with the mother of Daniel and the brother of Daniel on the property that they own, and them, I don't know. That's me. It's a whole other conversation. But yeah, when I saw him speak like he's reckless, I don't know what you mean by that specific comment that he made. Yeah, and there's not a lot to talk about in this case, because we're not getting a lot of, which is good in a way. There's not a lot of theories or, there's not a lot of things that you can piece together because there's really nothing being said any right now, right? Like I think even it's a criming shame, or I forget, I'm sorry. I don't know the channel name, something like that. That we're doing the interviews of the cousin. They've apparently she's completely taken her Facebook down, like nobody's talking anymore. So that feels to me that something has shifted in in the energy of the case. And from what the cards have just said, it sounds like they're doing more investigation into that family and the family potential business, which anyway, we'll see if the cards are correct. I've given them my theory. Let's just put it that way. I've given the RCMP my entire theory. Okay. They listened, they took notes. I've talked to them 3 times. The same detective or corporal officer. I've pinned a location that he confirmed through text that he got. So I'm hoping that they're taking me seriously, but it sounds to me like they may be moving into more of an investigative stage, which we talked about before, but that they may be getting a few more answers and trying to get more information because that story is not making sense now. You know, if they didn't find them in the back, then that story is not making a lot of sense. They didn't just wander off and get lost. They were either wandered off and were taken, or it was a planned take. Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, Holly, was he an RCMP officer or a detective or? So yeah, even though most of you are just jumping on now, I hope you all did the YouTubey things. I've been on for 31 minutes, but my son-in-law has just texted. He's on his way. He'll be here in a few minutes, which I didn't know about. So I'll have to jump off in a few minutes, but starting tomorrow, the 30 days of the memberships, developing our psychic intuition. I don't know what time yet. I will get to that. I'll be gone tonight babysitting my grandsons, but tomorrow and a live tomorrow afternoon, probably 4 or 5 will be the live. Members live will probably be earlier in the day. Look for that. And if I get a call back from the police, because I was told they would call me back with an update, I will let you know. I'm not sure how much of an update I'm going to get. Air services, okay. Yeah, they certainly seem a lot more open. And I'm going to ask Kelly Snyder, because Kelly Snyder talked about that with us, that the RCMP he has worked with before in Canada. We have the Find Me group. So we don't know when I work a case with the Find Me group. Just got another one last night. When we work a case with the Find Me group, we're getting one a week right now. It's pretty busy. We don't know which agencies are asking, like which police agencies. So that was new for me when he said that the RCMP in Canada he has worked with before. So I wanted to ask him before I'm rambling all over the place. I'm just going to send him an email because I think everybody really enjoyed when he was up on the case. I really want to talk to him and see if he'll come on Lilly and Jack now. And I specifically want to talk about the Amber Alert system. Man, oh man, it needs to be revamped. I mean, the amount of cases that we hear of where an Amber Alert requirement wasn't met for an Amber Alert is very disturbing with the amount of missing kids in the world and in North America. I think that whole system needs to be revamped. So I want to talk to him about Lilly and Jack. So I'm going to send an email out and see if in the next week he'll come up with us. He is amazing as well. He is amazing. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna ask him if he'll come on. He said he would come on when we had a different case, and now we have a different case, right? So yeah. And I don't know, I'm not bugging him about Seth because I'm kind of tired of that, but I know Seth filled a blank request form. I don't know if he ever filled in another form, and I certainly have not seen that case come to fruition. But Kelly says he thought he may have received a request a year ago as well. So I really don't know what's going on there. I just want to remind everybody, when I got chewed apart for saying that Dog, the bounty hunter, would do nothing in this case, I was right. Dog, the bounty hunter, has literally dropped out of the case. He's removed his YouTube videos from the Texas Roadhouse off his channel. And Jack, SHIT, happened about Sebastian Rogers from dog's presence other than a SHIT show with At Night and the True Serum and all that malarkey baloney BS crap. Nothing has happened as a consequence of dog being on the case. I said it. I said it 9 months ago. I got vehemently beaten up. I took it off my YouTube. I privatized it. I'm going to post it back up again now because I was right. And for those of you that have commented, you said Sebastian would get justice. Yeah. But you know what? It's year 1.5. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 years to get cases to trial. So will he get justice? I think so. But it may not happen today. It may not happen tomorrow. It may not happen a year from now. I don't really know. I also am not 100% accurate. I cannot be expected to be 100% accurate. It could be 10 years. Exactly. Look, apparently there's some breaking lead that Betty said about the bullhorn, about Summer Wells. That now they're talking about maybe there was a robbery at the house or something. So evidence comes out later, especially in Sebastian Rogers, where I think people are afraid to talk. Anyways, I'm just reminding you all that I said dog would do zip for the case. Zip except publicity. And all that happened with Dog and At Night and all those guys was a shit show. That's all they did was create a complete shit show mess. So I'm not right 100%, but I'm also not wrong 100%. And so I'm seriously hoping that I'm right in this case. Because even though I lost my volume, I got to tell you something else about Sebastian. Even though I lost my volume when I was pinning the location, I pinned that location 4 or 5, 6 times, and it kept going back to the same spot. So there's something important about that location. Hopefully where the children are. He did seem to be interested in the underground tunnel with hydro leading to it as well. They must have an issue there with all of the underground old railways, underground mines, and caves. There must be some issues with that because he seemed interested in that. With Lilly and Jack, that is. Also, Sebastian, I have to tell you this. It's the strangest thing. Not happening here, but in the other place. Twice I'm meditating, I'm thinking about Lilly and Jack, and I am scared, almost like jumping out of my skin because of all of a sudden noises going on in my house. I was telling you about cupboard slamming. Well, don't I get off that stream and I'm outside and I'm meditating and I'm thinking about the Lilly and Jack case. And at this point, my house has been emptied. Okay. The furniture's been left and taken from the movers. I stayed there an extra night because my bed's still there. And I have no AC here. I had no internet until just now. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. I go to sit outside and I'm meditating and I'm on my deck at the other house. And all of a sudden I'm like jumping out of my chair. It's like somebody was banging the outside of the house of the siding. It's the other side of it is the powder room. There's literally nothing but a toilet fixed through the ground. There's nobody there. There's nobody that's pounding on the house. What the TF? I really think it was Sebastian who is ticked off. Like, I mean, you can hear house noises in a house, but that kind of stuff is like weird. I mean, it was loud banging on the aluminum siding on the side of the house, to which there was no one inside. I'm looking right outside beside me on the deck. There's nothing moving. It's just like wild, absolutely wild. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know. I've had spirits follow me to different residences. I haven't even told you about the time when I tried to sell a condo that was, I had to get a guy in to take like that takes like evil spirits out. Like, yeah, it was. And I had a spirit follow me home for a while after that. But we'll see if that happens. But right now, so far, no spirits in this new place. Sebastian has not made himself present here yet. If he does, we'll see. Not yet. But yeah. So I am having technological issues, but there is no way those sounds made the noise on their own. There's just no way. I have saged the new place. Thank you, Donna. You're darn right I did. Yes, I did. In fact, some of it just fell over on my bed before I started some of the pieces. So yeah. Anyways, look out for tomorrow for a longer live. But basically, the cards are confirming what I suspected, which is that they are moving into a more investigative stage. He would have had to be sweeter, would have to run away because, honey, I'm skewered. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Just getting here, I had to watch the trial. Oh, listen, I'm going to go back and watch more Karen Reed while I'm waiting for my son-in-law to come in. I was watching it too. That you're a scaredy cat? Well, I'm so used to it now. I'm just like, who's here and what do you want? Right? Because it's been like, who's here and what do you want? And I've had spirits, including my own uncle, who I've had to like put real firm boundaries on. My dad's brother, like, yeah. But I just, who is here and what do you want? Like, but that's because I'm so used to it. But no, I've had spirits touch my body before. Yeah, it's whew. So anyways, listen, again, super short. I'm waiting for the RCMP to call me back to confirm that they have checked my pinned location. Do they still need me to work on this case? I just asking for an update so I know whether to continue working on the case. Have they searched the pin location I gave them yet? I will talk to you all tomorrow. I'm sorry it's been so short, but my son-in-law will be here any second trying to get my washer hooked up. And I will be on tomorrow, members live sometime in the afternoon. And then I'm going to do a live for Jack and Lily. It may not be tarot. I don't know yet, but it'll be 4 or 5. Okay. I couldn't touch you. Oh, I've had them touch me before for sure. Um, yes. I someday remind me to tell you about the story when I was trying to sell a condo building. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, you know what? It's a lot smaller, but it'd be better for my knees. I've got a backyard. Um, I'm on the water. I went to Walmart yesterday to get fans because there's no AC here and it's hotter than hell. And I'm driving all the way up 10 minutes along the river to get to Walmart. It's just a different, and then I walk in there, there's barely anybody there. It's like, wow. Thank you, Donna. I'm tired today, but I'll be more rested tomorrow. It is pretty. I'll take you guys some days. And I want to do some hikes once in a while because I'm right in the mountains here. So maybe some days we'll take you out on the mountains with me. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll be here and hopefully I get a call back from the RCMP today or tomorrow. Hopefully they've taken that seriously, that location. Yeah, field trip. They've taken oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, that's so nice. Hopefully they have taken it seriously and they've gone and looked. So sorry again for the short live, but I gotta go because I wasn't expecting my son-in-law and he's gonna be here any second. All I have to do is get the washer set up here, the TV at the other place, the rest of my closet and kitchen stuff, and some of the basement stuff brought over, and then the dump and stuff. So we still have some words to do. Words of the day, trial tofu and x-rays. Oh my God, eh? Like that? Y'all, the Karen Reed case. It's funny how the mistrial cards came. I thought, oh my God, is there going to be a mistrial? And they've twice asked for a mistrial. At the end of the day, I had to take that. Oh yeah, that's the one I had to take down because nobody could hear it. The Karen Reed. But she does get justice at the end, according to the reading that I did. She will get justice at the end of this. But I took it down because everybody was complaining they couldn't hear me because of sound issues. Which is interesting. I'm not having any here in this new house yet. Oh, and the internet here is so much better. So far, way better than where I just came from. So hopefully we won't have any streaming issues. So yeah, that case is wild. That is wild. That judge needs to be looked into. Just saying. That judge needs to be looked into. I think she has covered for the police, Boston, Canton police before. Just saying. I think this is not the first time she's made decisions to protect the officers in the area. Okay, everybody. Sorry again. I'm going to go tomorrow. The live will be 4 or 5 tomorrow. It's 4 or 5. And the members will be before that. So look out for that. Make sure you click on the notification bell so you know that's coming. I might do some cards tomorrow, but I can't do cards every day. There's just not enough to do. So we'll probably just do a few cards, see if we get an update and go from there. Okay, everybody. And I also want to start trying to pin the location of the father that killed his 3 kids that may be in Canada. We're going to work on that too. Okay. See everybody. Love and light. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.